Welcome to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
I'm Rebecca Plum, your big sister.
And I'm Shaun, your GBF.
We're not that hot or that young.
But we believe it's a state of mind that helps us build adaptable and profitable businesses.
We rely on the support of our design besties to get through each day.
So let's explore the emotional, practical, and humorous sides of being interior designers.
Welcome to the club. It's October.
Hey.
It's fall, y'all.
Time to fall into the gap?
I don't know. Are people still doing that?
Mind the gap?
Definitely not Kanye.
Oh, no.
But it is officially October. My favorite. I love me a shoulder month, as I think I say every time. So here we go.
I'm in autumn. I love fall. So in honor of that, it's a new month. It's a whole new thing. We got a whole new download for all the hotties.
Hottie download. Okay, let's download you on this month's download.
This is all about the client discovery workflow. Everything from initial inquiry through your consultation with them.
Yeah, and I feel like this took me a while to kind of figure out like the streamlined process of guiding leads through like the beginning stages of vetting them, understanding the project, like all the things kind of before you write that big proposal.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, there's so much nurturing that goes into these components that like really make it solid for clients to get started with you.
You know what it is? I just had this little epiphany. It's like a weird like nurture and like block. Like it's like a defense offense like simultaneously because you're vetting
but
them.
I don't. Like,
but like, is this a red flag? Like, am I gonna hate you later? Like, or is this gonna be the most amazing portfolio piece I've ever had?
For designers.
But desirable. So you have to be like sexy hard to get, I guess.
Ooh, okay. So
yeah, it's
sultry
like
discovery.
Sexy bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. She's so mysterious. Do I want to date her?
Will she have me? Yeah.
So
it's like
might not be cool enough.
It's the push-pull. So there's a little bit of like a dance and really knowing your own process, knowing what your business has room for, what you've learned from past experiences. So we have this, it's basically like the beginning of the funnel of creating a client.
Yes. So the first block to that is built off of first inquiry sort of philosophies, questions to ask. We've built in our automation tips for it too. So that's really something you need to tailor around your process, your voice, the impression you want to give your clients first.
And your own like psychosis. Like Shaun, I mean, kind of. Shaun and I have different approaches for this. So we have two examples and there's like different reasons why you would have different types of forms.
Very aptly, my philosophy is called Let's Weed Out the Tire Kickers, which I give you the whole strategy of kind of like, here are my inquiry form questions that I want to narrow down my funnel and like I'm going to push away the suitors first.
You want a lot of answers up front.
Rebecca has the open-ended approach, which is the little me kind of approach. Like, come over here and talk to me and buy me a drink is sort of the other side of that inquiry form.
Yeah, so we kind of go through that. Like, I like to talk to everybody and I have service for a lot of different types of clients. So that's just depends on what you like, what your business needs and offers. So we talk through that. And then we jump into the actual discovery call, which is an important step in all of this. Like you kind of got to nail the call.
This is usually where I feel like I'm putting on the most song and dance, because I really do want them, if I like the project and I like them, I want them to already be like totally convinced and sold that I need to have a consult with them. But I also feel like this is my opportunity to really kind of grill them a little bit, but politely and still nicely. But I have to like figure out if they've got green flags or red flags or which ones of both during the discovery
Yeah.
call.
And I think we both we want similar things out of the conversations, but I also want to just decide through that call what service I'm going to offer them. A lot of them,
Mhm.
I'm just going straight consultation only. So I do consultations only as a service. And I have a lot of people in the community that want to do that. And I don't,
Yeah,
I actually enjoy it. So I have that as like my
your fallback.
option. Yeah. So that kind of is all fleshed out during those calls. And it's not a script, but it's talking points, things to remember, it's like a little worksheet for you to do on those calls.
Yeah, you could definitely take this and make it an actionable document that you work on internally. It's already built. The steps are there. The fields that you need to collect are there. We've included some pre-plan, like what are some things to ask yourself or to think about before you pick up that phone? Then the section about, okay, now you're actually on the phone. And then we have a few follow-up action item and debrief questions because as designers, we're trying to really be thoughtful about what works and what doesn't, what was good or what was bad. We really want to take that time to be thoughtful. It can be really enticing to just hang up the phone and go, okay, that was it. But in that effort to constantly learn and grow and realize how we're going to adapt our businesses, I think we all need to give ourselves that time to do it. So we have these really kind of valuable post call debrief questions for you to reflect on to feel better after you finish those discovery calls.
Yeah, and it's a cute little form. Like I think I'm gonna save mine in my iPad and start actually like it's cuter now than how I've been
The
doing
previous
it. So
version? Oh, you heard it here
yeah.
first.
So it's now actually designed. So I'm gonna probably save it in my iPad and use it to fill out calls.
Yeah.
So this is actually like improving all of our processes in
I
real
know, 'cause
time.
it's like forcing us to formulate everything a little bit like faster, cleaner, easier, like really streamline down the information. And then the last part is the consultation itself, which can be very daunting when you go into a home because for me, I'm everywhere. I'm looking at an electrical panel, I'm looking at setbacks and easements, and like you're all over the place. And it's hard to guide your thoughts when you're first coming into someone's home. And we've set up the consultation questionnaire that's here of 25 questions to really keep you focused on the important details and what you would need if you're going to be thinking about a proposal or what type of advice you want to offer clients. By no means is it everything, but we've really tailored them all to be really intentional.
Yep. And I do, again, my consultations as standalones. So this is also a way for me to get a ton of information, kind of get their brains like primed and on the same page if
Mhm.
there's partners. So we're not dealing with like a lot of the how many kids, how many pets. Like I already know all that stuff going into it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy for them to fill out. So it's also not like an actual new client questionnaire, which is way more robust and way more specific to the project. But this is just like a way for them to kind of feel like they're being heard. They have a place to put Pinterest links and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I can go into their home, hit the ground running, and just do the stuff I need to see.
Yeah. What I like about this, where we've sort of ended up on sharing it, is that we were able to incorporate some automation tips and some advice on kind of where you can do that. And a bonus that you get to see one of the forms built out as this questionnaire in Dubsado, which we both use. So it's just, y'all got to get away from doing all this stuff manually over and over again when they're like repeatable steps, automate it, get your process built around this so that way there's less pressure and less anxiety about getting ready for or preparing for all of these sort of front end appointments with potential new clients.
But all that's to say, we did make it app agnostic. So nothing is specific to any app, even though we use apps for most of these forms. So we
You can
have
take
little
them
tips.
anywhere.
Yeah, you could make these questionnaires just an email that you send. Please try to save it as an email template, but you're not
At the
doing it every
minimum.
time at the min. Or it could be a Google form. Like there's a lot of different ways you can do stuff without having it be like a complex workflow if you're not there yet. But
Agreed.
honestly, getting the content right sets you up for a future if you do want to go more automated.
I mean, this is sort of it's the culminations of things that we've built throughout our process party episodes and many, many client experience episodes. I mean, this is kind of the putting it all together for you all. So we want to start to give you these digestible, actionable pieces that you can take and start incorporating into your businesses immediately. So we're really excited about this, our October download, our client discovery workflow.
Okay, and where can they get this?
So our Patreon subscribers at our certified and regulation hottie levels are already getting this download included with their monthly membership.
Don't forget to download it.
You've got to click it every month and get it because every month it's a different one. And then if you are not a Patreon subscriber, it's available on our website, on our resources page, hotyoungdesignersclub.com/resources. Boom.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know when you start rolling them out into your new leads. They're going to love it.
They're going to love it. It's already done. It's done.
It's done.
All right,
you already
hotties.
nailed it. Yeah. All right. See you next month.
Ciao.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
For more on what we talked about today, check out the show notes.
Your support helps us grow, so share with your design besties.
And subscribe and leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
Our conversations continue on Instagram.
And be sure to download our monthly resources on our website and our Patreon.